causing kidney disease, you've got to get rid of the diabetes, which of course everybody said was impossible at the time. But I thought, well, that's really stupid, because of course it's possible. Everybody knows it. Like, it was just like, if you lose weight, your diabetes gets better. So the problem was the weight loss, not the diabetes, but everybody was insisting it was impossible. That's where I got very, very, very interested in the question of weight loss, because then you could reverse diabetes, which means you wouldn't get the kidney disease, and I wouldn't have to treat them, right, and see them do poorly. So that's where I got into it, and then I started thinking about calories and calories out sort of thing, as all doctors are trained to do. And then I realized how stupid that really was, because it just made no sense at all from a physiologic standpoint. Like, your body can either, when you take a calorie, you can store it or you can burn it. It's very different what happens with it. And how does your body determine that? Well, it really comes down to the hormones. If you tell your body to store that calorie, it will store that calorie. If you tell it not to store the calorie, it won't, and then it's available to burn. So that's the whole point, and that led me to talk about, really think very, very hard about insulin, because I think the way that most doctors and the way I had been trained was all wrong. So then I thought, well, how are you going to lower insulin, right? Because if insulin is too high, how are you going to lower it? And that's where I thought about fasting as really the most efficient way to lower it. Yes, it's difficult, but on the other hand, people used to say to me, well, fasting, well, can you do it? Will people do it? I'm like, I'm not here to tell people what they can and can't do. I'm here to tell them what they need to do to get healthy, right? And that was where I really started talking about fasting, about diets, because no other doctors are really talking about it. And it's crazy to me that lots of people have come up to me and said, oh, I watched you on YouTube or something. I read your book and I reversed my diabetes. And I was like, that's great. Why didn't your doctor do that? Right? Why did you have to do this study?